Chapter 1. Playing with Jesus. The children. After I saw the body parts room, Jesus said, "Do you want to see something else?" I thought, man, what could beat seeing legs hanging from rafters? But I said, yes. Jesus replied, "Let's walk over here." We walked up a path. He turned and he looked at me and said, "Are you ready? Can you handle this?" I thought, I just saw body parts hanging from the rafters and eyeballs looking at me. Excitedly, I said, yes. Jesus opened the door. Some children, appearing to be around the ages of 6 to 10 years old, came running out. 2 or 3 of them ran up to Jesus and wrapped their arms around him, laughing and so happy to see him. I thought, that's how the little children love Jesus in the Bible. One little red-headed girl named Joy ran up to me, wrapped her arms around me, and looked up at me with a great big smile and so much love. I looked at her and thought, oh, she's so sweet and loving to me. How nice. Then the children ran back inside the room. We walked up to the door and stood at the opening. Sometimes when a person stands at a door but doesn't go in, he can only see a little to the left and a little to the right. I looked and saw children starting from the left to the right, ranging from crawling age to about 12 years old. There was a lady who resembled a nun standing in the back watching them play. The children had this huge beach ball, and they were jumping and laughing as they were hitting it up in the air from one end to the other. No one getting hurt. I thought, well, of course, a nun would be watching over the children in heaven, because that's what they like to do on earth. They enjoy children so much. It must have been recess time or something. The children were so happy and jumping with strong legs and hitting the ball with strong arms, playing and laughing with each other. I asked Jesus, what is this place? Jesus said, these are the children that have been aborted. They are being raised here with me. I thought, they know why they're here. I bet they have so much hatred for their mothers and their dads and the doctors and the nurses and everyone involved. Jesus turned and looked at me and he said, no, they don't have any hatred for them. They love them all. They know who was really behind it. The devil was the one who caused the lust, who inspired the actions. They don't hate anyone. Love is what they do. They love them. They are not mad at anyone. Then Jesus slowly closed the door, and I could see he was feeling really sad. I watched as he went over to a tree stump and sat down and began to cry a deep, heavy cry from the heart. And I was suddenly aware of a very, very tall man standing beside me. He was an angel. And I asked him, why is Jesus crying like that? The angel said, another one just arrived. Later I asked Jesus, why were you sitting on a tree stump? And why wasn't it a golden throne or chair? Jesus said, what does a stump represent? It was something that began to grow but was cut off. He also told me that the little red-headed girl was mine. You see, I had an abortion at 19 years old, and it never dawned on me who she was until Jesus told me. I just knew that this little girl looked up at me with such love. She knew who I was. I have named her Joy because she's very much alive and loves me. She's never known anything but heaven, no guilt, no shame, no hatred. Just like it says in the scriptures in Matthew 18:11, it is not the will of the Father that one should be lost.